It's Monday, and you know what that means. Fresh off another sports weekend, NFL weekend, college football weekend, college basketball weekend. The Flex Zone is back, episode 466. Hop on the sports ambulance, lay back, relax on the therapy couch as we get you through another tough Ravens defeat in the House of Horrors, better yet known as Acrisure Stadium, the home of the Pittsburgh Steelers. They play a week from tonight, Monday Night Football. We'll talk about that as well. Illustrious guest stepping through the Flex Zone forbidden door to join us. Can't wait to talk to this brother. Commanders recap and preview. Week 11, Week 12 picks. Game ball, not so game ball goofies. And so much more. It's the Flex Zone. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that bell. Let's get to it. Episode 466 on your Monday night. Punching the competition harder than they were out in Jerry World on Friday with Mike Tyson and Logan Paul. It's the Flex Zone, episode 466. Keeping it lit. Only place giving sports. How you want it, fellas?
When you need it.
When you need it.
Sit back, relax, lay back on the therapy couch. We're going to let it out and unleash how we feel and let it go and move on to the next one. We are going to talk about the Ravens, talk about the Commanders this past weekend, Week 11, Week 12 picks already. Yes, Week 12. Get ready for Thanksgiving a week from this Thursday. Crazy enough, already there. Flex on one Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Flex Zone Podcast on TikTok, flexzone1@gmail.com. Super Chats, Cash App, you guys know the drill by now. Enough about us, enough about me, God's favorite host, yours truly, back again with another Monday. And I got my boy with me, the one and only social media producer, the man who makes the streams pristine, Big Raj. He's still getting a loss from yesterday. Big Raj, how you feeling, my guy?
No bread, no water, just meat.
Finish him, Daddy.
That's one big son of a bitch! Finger licking good special. That's what I'm talking about.
And in honor of NBA, because I know our guest is a huge NBA fan as well, Raj.
Come on now, say it with me. Everybody beats the Wiz.
Yes, everybody beats them damn Wizards. Sadly. But I'm feeling, I don't know, man. I don't know how I'm really feeling right now. I had to decompress a little bit over yesterday's loss. Had to listen to a couple of podcasts, listen to Raven C, listen to his reaction to the game. I don't know, man. It's just, we're in a weird situation right now. It's like I'm leaning towards firing Harbaugh. Then I'm like, no, we can't do that just yet because we still got a lot of season left. And then it's like, it's just a lot.
Damn, you trying to fire him now?
I want Justin Tucker gone. And then
He been trying to fire him.
Yeah. Rod. Yes, we know how he feels about Harbaugh.
Yeah. I'm just in between right now. I'm all over the place. So that's where I'm at.
Appreciate you, Big Raj. The next brother with me, the voice of reason, the co-founder of this podcast, the Mandalorian himself, Cravante, baby.
Raven C, I don't approve of this. I just want you to know I believe backstage, brother. I don't approve of any of this. I don't.
Stupid.
I hate
just stupid.
So much.
Well, now that's goofy.
Yes.
Jam.
Absolutely.
Oh, jam.
Right. Yeah, man. We can't keep showing off in front of our guests, guys. We have to do better with this, man. You're showing them all the worst stuff.
But you love it. You love the Commander song. You know you
I
love
love the Commander. Ain't nobody say play it back. Nobody say. Oh, man. Rough week, man. 2 games in 5 days, and we dropped 2 in a row. It's not a great feeling, but it is Dallas week, and Dallas actually playing right now, and it's Dallas week for the Commanders. So this is the get right week after 2 grueling losses.
Next man is the co-founder, along with Cravante of the Flex On podcast, the Dean of Baltimore Hall University, Morgan State University, the pride of the Eastside Savior, Misbehavior, Sultan of Suave, height of fashion, as Cravante reps his Morgan State. Let's get that on the screen for the people. There you go.
Woo-hoo.
The one and only Drizzy Dre, the super producer, A-list, Mr. 25-8. What's going on, brother?
Hey, it's good. And excited for today's show as always.
Let's not waste any more time. Our guest steps through the Flex Zone Forbidden Door. He is an illustrious guest. If you don't know who he is by now, you can check out his channel at Raven C. He streams, he games. He is a huge Ravens fan. He's going to tell you where he lives, where he's from, how he become a Ravens fan, how to get into these YouTube streets, what he's doing on his channel. And before he steps through the Forbidden Door, I see we got a lot of people in the chat. I believe this brother is on the precipice of 3,000 subscribers. So right now, before this brother comes up here, go to his channel right now, type in Raven C on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to his channel right now. Let's get this brother to 3,000 subscribers tonight, live on the Flex Zone podcast, so we can have a podcast party of our own, celebrate this brother and his great content. Joining us once for the first time and not the last, our brother from another, the man himself, does the reactions, talks about the Ravens, and so much more, and a Boston Celtics fan as well. We'll get into that also. The one, the only, dream extraordinaire, our brother, Raven C. Welcome to the Flex Zone, my brother.
What's good? How y'all doing today? That Commander song threw me off a little bit. I heard it before, but the 2-3 times that threw me off. That threw me off.
I ain't asked for that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I like how
Raven
y'all got
C,
the
first and
wrestling
foremost.
right after Raw.
Yes, how you doing, Raven C? Glad to have you. Finally, it's been a long time coming. How's everything, my brother?
Pretty good. Could be better. Celtics won.
Yes, they got a big game tomorrow night. We'll get into that a little bit later against an undefeated team that is on fire in the East. So Raven C, for those who may not know who you are, tell the people who you are, where you're from, where you reside. How did you become a Ravens fan? And how did you get into these YouTube streets and become the illustrious streamer you are today? So close to that 3K mark, which we're trying to hit tonight, by the way.
Oh, yes. Please subscribe. I am and still is from Dallas, Texas. And I became a Ravens fan because they used to have real defense back in the day. Not all this flag defense that's going on right now. And the one of the first plays I'll never forget what I saw was it was 2000 defense. Obviously they won, but they was after that quarterback. Like that quarterback said something about their mama. And I was like, who the heck is this team? And it wasn't, obviously I'm in Dallas, so I only see Dallas Cowboys, Cowgirls, but they was in the playoffs, so I just kept watching them. And that's when ever since then I was just hooked.
Was you at the Dallas and Ravens game this year?
Oh yes, my wife took me to the first Ravens game I ever went to. That's when we had Flacco, and we had Wright as cornerback, and that was everybody remember Wright,
Anthony Wright.
And I went this year. It was pretty fun. Obviously, the Ravens won. Had everybody scared when they in that fourth quarter. I was talking smack the whole game, and I was like, y'all about to embarrass me, hero. But the Ravens fan came strong. The Ravens flock took over that whole stadium.
Yep, they sure did. I was there.
And that was ridiculous. I wish I would have seen you, fam. I wish I would have seen you.
It
was crowded. It was crowded.
Yeah, it was. It was massively crowded.
Ravens, see, let's start with the Ravens. You got your hat on, you got your gear behind you, you stream all the games, we get your live reactions. What the hell happened yesterday in Pittsburgh?
That was a John Harbaugh, Justin Tucker special. Like, you are literally a special teams head coach and your special teams suck. That doesn't make sense. Even I said earlier in the video that since before Lamar, Harb should have been gone. Lamar comes, everybody knows he saves Harb's job. Continue to save his job. Now it's getting to the breaking point where it's all on Harb's body language. He even threw Justin Tucker under the bus yesterday. And I'm like, bro, Steve Bisciotti got to see this. Like, it's time. I'm on the train for Brian Flores. I'm letting everybody know that. He got the Vikings defense going crazy. He will be good, fit for the Ravens. He didn't lie about Tua. So he knows his game. And the whole point of John Harbaugh not taking accountability is ridiculous. Like, how you bring in Derrick Henry, and I even said it live yesterday, even on my reaction. I'm like, why is Derrick Henry not out there on a 2-point? And I'm like, what the heck? You've been balling, doing play action, and you just go away from it. Then you don't even hand the man the ball in the fourth quarter. Like, we're going right back to previous Lamar rookie year, playing against the Chargers. Then the Titans, no running the ball. Kansas City, no running the ball. Everything changes except the head coach. Different players, head coach the same. You got to get rid of the head coach.
So do you think this might be his last year, Raven C? You think well, let's say this real quick. How far do you think the Ravens can go with his current team?
I've only said two things. I don't even think they'll win the Super Bowl this year, how their defense is. I saw a little spark yesterday, but we've seen sparks before. They sparked against Buffalo, then went back to their original state. So I just see them going in the playoffs and possibly exit. But I'm to the point where I just want Harbs gone. Like, you win the Super Bowl, that would be awesome. I would love that. I would love to be wrong about the going to playoff and exit. But Harbs need to be gone. He hasn't done anything since he didn't have Hall of Famers on his team.
Hey, Raj, show him your impression.
Impression of what?
Harbaugh.
I have an impression of Harbaugh?
You know when you say he just all he does on the sideline?
Oh. You mean the throwback Ron Rivera?
He did it yesterday. He did one of these.
The throwback Ron Rivera? Yeah.
That's all he did was that.
I know this.
Especially when he called that.
That's all he does.
He was like this. I'm like, bro, what are you calling the timeout for?
Or the hands on the hips one.
What are you doing?
That's the other one.
Like I said, he showed more emotions when he challenged, what was that, last week when he challenged that 3-yard gain or something like that? Which was stupid.
Dumb.
I'm like, bro, why you didn't challenge none this game? I'm like, come on, dog.
His challenges suck.
I don't get it. I don't get it, Raven C. Like I said before, I've been going through it these past 24 hours. And what we're seeing is unacceptable, man. Like, from the penalties to not being disciplined to the missed field goals every week, seems like, to just them not being prepared to play. It's like, what we're going to, who we're playing. We play them twice a year. There's nothing new. This is the same thing we've been seeing since 2008, and you still do the same silly things over and over again. I don't get it. It's very frustrating. But my question to you, Raven C, is this: will Lamar ever get over the hump with this damn team? I don't know, because Harbaugh, I want him gone. I don't think he's going anywhere no time soon. I don't think they're never.
He's not.
EDC loves him. He loves Harbaugh. He's not going to let him go.
Next door neighbors.
The problem is, I kind of look at the Ravens like my Celtics. Like, they switched coaches like twice. Then they found that one coach that gets the players, know how to get them ready. Then they win the championship. And that's how I'm looking at the Ravens. Like, Lamar's going to continue winning MVPs, being Superman. We already know that. Being the best mobile quarterback, in my opinion, the best quarterback out there right now. And he's going to continue doing it. But he's going to continue being under that umbrella of Harbaugh, where he gets all the blame. The defense can give up 30-something points. If Lamar don't save him, he gets the blame. Harbaugh will never sit there and be like, hey, it's on me. Joe Flacco was throwing like 20 interceptions in 2 games. He was never saying it's on me. And I continually ask people, and I never get an answer. What exactly does Harbaugh do? Like, you can say Mike Tomlin, you already know. His defense is gonna be off the chain. You can say Andy Reid, you know the offense is gonna be off the chain. You can even go to the coach, I think Sean McVay, their offense is gonna be off the chain. Pretty much everybody in the NFL head coach, they all have offense or defense special. Ravens the only one got special team head coach. And your special teams is trash.
Well, let me be the first person to give you a complete answer of what you're going to get when you get Harbaugh. Inconsistencies. That's what you're going to be getting. You're going to get inconsistencies year after year. Even the Super Bowl year. You got inconsistencies.
Yep.
You got inconsistencies. Am I not lying, or am I lying, or am I flying? Inconsistencies. That's what you're going to get.
It shows he has that ego problem. Even Ed Reed said it. When he said Harbaugh he came in there trying to barker everybody. It shows that he got rid of every single Hall of Famer, or they retired, or they get resigned, that will give him pushback. And he's just a very fake person. I think in my opinion, I just really think he's a con artist. Even when the Ravens had Marcus Peters, and when Marcus Peters was yelling at him on the sideline, I was like, oh, MP gone. And then what Harb said in the presser, oh, man, we're good. I'm going to put him in a headlock. And I'm like, man, that fool from Oakland. You is not going to put no man in no doggone headlock. Yeah. I'm like, come on, bro. Be real. And that's why I believe we didn't get George Pickens. Because Pickens has that aura where he can get a little out of control.
Uh-huh.
And Harb's like, nah, I don't want that. Give me your Jabo. He injured, but give me your Jabo.
Yeah, he ain't gonna say nothing. He's just gonna look the part. Clearly. But go ahead, Dre.
I need to, maybe you can give us some clarification, my man. How is it that Derrick Henry only had 13 attempts rushing and 0 in the fourth quarter? What are we paying Derrick Henry for at this point? I'm not understanding. Maybe you can give us some clarification on that.
He getting a good amount of money to just stand on the sideline and look while Justice Hill go out there, or Mitchell go out there for like a sprint. Because I believe Henry can do a screen. He can do play action and just have everybody attention while the wide receivers get open. Hopefully, they can catch the ball. But that shows it right there. Like, I couldn't even finish listening to the presser today because Hobbs was just getting on my nerves. Because even he said, he was like, yeah, I got to talk to the coaches. And then he corrected himself. And I'm like, bro, you're the freaking coach. You're the head coach. That's why I'm like, what are you doing? That's like if we go to work and we mess up, we be like, well, It ain't my fault. It ain't on me. I know I did everything what you supposed to do, what you told me to do, but I did it wrong. It's your fault. And that's exactly what Harvard does. He never takes blame. Everybody's fault. And I even have to bring in Eric DeCosta. Like, bro, I know you the GM, but you still got some pull. Like, he's drafting players that they're not really using. And I agree with even what Coach said was you got Tez Walker. They say he got questionable hands. I'm like, okay, whatever. But the boy got speed. You can just have him go down the field and stretch the field out because we have nobody that has speed like him on the field.
Mm.
And you would think that the Ravens would recognize that because before they won the Super Bowl in 2012, they didn't have no speed like Torrey Smith.
Facts.
When they get Torrey Smith, that helps out Anquan Bolden to get his one-on-one so he can just own him. And like, who is our speedster? We can't say Zay because he's too small.
And he drops balls. Well, pause. He drops, but he drops balls though. He does. Him and Bateman, they both drop balls.
Finish him, Daddy.
Balls just to be dropping them. But I will say this, man. I just don't know with this team, man. I really don't. Like, I go back and forth. I think we can I think we're a Super Bowl caliber team. You know what I'm saying? I think we just have a lot of people just not playing up to par. A lot of times we're very undisciplined, especially on the offensive line. Harbs is being stubborn, not putting in Ben Cleveland, not to see what he has with him. We know that he can play. We've seen him play over the years, and he's been consistent. When Ziegler, went down, he went in there and he did his thing. Mm-hmm. I don't understand why they never used him. I don't understand why Andrew Voorhees is not playing. Patrick McCarry is a backup for a reason. He is not a starter. We got Voorhees is the strongest lineman on your team, and you don't even use him at left guard. I don't understand it. But like you said, I think that he has an ego issue. He has an ego problem, and he can't seem to get out his own way. I wish they would have did in the offseason like they was going to do, was going to give him an assistant. They needed to hire one because he seems to have brain farts a lot. Like somebody on the sideline, on that right next to him. Harbaugh, what are you doing? Wake up. It's time to, he needs somebody like that. I hate to say it, he's having Joe Biden type issues on the sideline. But let me stop. Let me get off my soapbox. I'm sorry.
But Harbaugh never really hires anyone that can take his place. He had Mike, and they hurry up and got rid of Mike because people was telling me in the championship game, Mike was yelling at Harbaugh, "Get your offense in order."
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
And I was like, I believe it because if your defense literally shuts down Patrick Mahomes, and you're looking at the head coach like, bro, do something. I'm like, that's where I'm like, Steve Bisciotti should have just been like, you know what, Harbaugh, you can go. You're a so-called top 5 coach. You can go. We got Mike.
Yeah.
At least the defense. I wanted Mike to be the coach.
Yeah, defense would have still been good.
And I believe they need young blood in the building. People that can really be creative and relate more to the players.
So, well, let me follow up. Does Harbaugh need to go, or does the offensive coordinator need to go, being that they're not running the football as much as they should be?
I believe Harbaugh, because if I'm the head coach and I'm looking at Ty like, why the heck you didn't run the ball with Henry? I'm gonna call you out on it. I don't even care if it's in the media. I'm gonna call you out on it and like, bro, what are you doing? Instead of Harbaugh saying, well, that just wasn't part of the game plan, or that was, it's certain plays that he's out there. Man, you done paid this man. And he's a top rusher, Hall of Famer, future Hall of Famer in the NFL.
How was Derrick Henry not in the plan?
Like, what the? That don't even make sense. That and to me, it shows that Hobbs is just not that dude. When Lamar got hurt, knock on wood, when he got hurt, what happened? Ravens kept losing. That shows you that type of level that man is. And how the Ravens respect Lamar? Oh, we're going to try to not pay you. Like, come on.
And then the inconsistent drafting. We have 11 picks going in this year. We really used none of them to go get Deontay Johnson, who we don't use. And Tre'Davious White, we'll see with him, but it's like, bro, we need more pass rushing, and EDC, and we just don't decide to go out there and even try to give out a number 1 or number 2 to a Max Crosby. We don't even try to do it. I just don't. I don't
Why?
get this team.
Hold on. So Deontay Johnson, right?
Mm-hmm,
That's an interesting person to bring in. Hey, come on, baby. Go Google it. Is a very interesting person to bring into this locker room because he's had some character question marks around him as well. How come Harbaugh let this one ride?
I believe that's all Eric. I believe that's all Eric. I believe it's gonna get to a point where they're neighbors. That's one thing I cannot stand. I cannot be neighbors with anybody from my job. And I'm cool with you, but we ain't that cool like that. Coming over here borrowing sugar or anything like that. But it's the point where I'm like, bro, you picking all these players. Ben Cleveland, that was a Harbaugh pick. If y'all go back, you will see that was a Harbaugh pick. He wanted Ben. But now you're in the doghouse. And it's like, bro, push your ego to the side and just think about winning. Like, you got players out here risking their life, and you're putting your ego before the organization, before the team.
Mm-hmm.
And it does not make sense.
Would you rather have
Costa gonna have to put his foot down?
Which Harbaugh would you rather have, John or
Jim?
At this point,
He didn't get that out. He didn't get that all the way out.
I say that because my cousin, they're 49er fans. Mm-hmm. So when Jim was with them, I was like, this dude is like cold. Took like I think 6-10 team or whatever straight. First year went straight to the championships. And I'm like, what the heck? And that was with Alex Smith. Mm-hmm. Then you go back with Colin, and I'm like, this dude is special. He have one bad year and they get rid of him. One bad year and they get rid of him. And I'm like, I would sit there and get Jim in a blink of an eye. You can see it on Sunday night yesterday where he kept his cool. The Bengals was doing their thing where Chase really only goes off on the Ravens like that. But they kept his cool. Even though he got Greg Roman. But he know how to tell Greg Roman, hey, this is what you need to do. This is what you did. That's fine with me. Harbaugh always that's 100%. That's just their job. I don't know why Ty Monken didn't have Derrick Henry running. I don't know why Zach Orr is blitzing our best cornerback and letting Stevens get continually cooked. Then Eric DeCosta, he got to take blame too. He done spent a lot of money on Williams. And then Williams is out, and they put my boy Washington TCU up in there. And it's a little better communication.
One thing I know about Jim, he is going to run the football.
That's right. Why you think JK ran over there? Literally ran. It was like, oh,
niggas, boy.
And the center. And the center.
Man,
we got a $5 super chat from the Chocolate Rider, Miss Sharon. Shout out to you. She wants to know who would you like to see take the place of Harbaugh if he is let go. You mentioned Robert Flores. Is there anybody that you would like to see
What's
outside
that
of
boy
Robert
out there?
Flores?
What's the offensive coordinator for the Lions?
Ben
Ben Johnson.
Man, goodness. Him and Lamar. You see what he doing with old sorry golf. Him and Lamar. Oh my
That's right.
goodness.
Say it again. What's his name? That's right. Say it again.
Ben Johnson.
All right, oh my, look, that's if they don't get Flores, you get that man with Lamar. And just be like, okay, we're gonna start seeing actual people we draft on the field making progress. Like I saw that the Chargers had some little number 15 that was 124 yards yesterday. That boy was a rookie.
Gotta watch out for him, Raven. See
my
McClunky out of Georgia. Little white boy can run. He can play.
I'm like, what Tez Walker over there doing? Oh, he over there just drinking Gatorade.
Handing out towels and stuff.
With a sweatsuit on. getting his steps in, just walking back and forth. I'm like, come on.
Wasted draft picks, man. Wasted draft picks.
I think that at this point, the Ravens can't. Flores is good, but I wouldn't go another defensive guy. They need an offensive-minded person in there, I think, again. And somebody that we can see that's actually going to do it, unlike our previous head coach before Harbs, Brian Bellick, who was supposed to be the offensive genius, and we never saw it.
They need, like Ray called him out on the radio. Somebody need to go on the radio and call out Harbs. Let's just make that a Ravens tradition.
It would be nice. Somebody
we know Lamar is too nice. Lamar is too nice.
Yeah, I'm about to say Lamar is too nice because yesterday, man, I mean, you could see though Lamar gets frustrated with stuff, but he's just nice about it. And he's a leader, unlike Aaron Rodgers, who Aaron Rodgers would have just thrown everybody under the bus.
The bus ran over him like 2 or 3 times in the process.
I feel like Aaron throws people on the road and then he gets in the bus and drives it. That's what he do.
Well, he's gonna be getting on the bus, all right, Kavon. He's gonna be getting on the bus to Shady Oaks. That's where he's gonna be getting on the bus
to that cave, to that dark cave again.
To the old folks' home, Shady Oaks. Retirement.
Good brother. Let me ask you while we're at it. What's going on with Justin Tucker, man? I mean, yesterday having more missed field goals than he did all of last year. Is it in Baltimore? We say it's the Royal Farms chicken. We don't know if it's him singing opera. We don't know what's going on. But I know this in Baltimore. Everybody who's been a sponsor for Royal Farms, their careers have gone from Jonathan Ogden, Haloti Ngata, and now Justin Tucker.
Justin Tucker is reminding me of what's that kicker I do not like? I erased his name from my mind. Oh my goodness, yes.
Is his name? Is
name? Oh my goodness! It took me a while to erase that man from my memory. I believe he's going down that line. Like I see people trying to blame Stroud on this hold and all that. Stroud been holding the ball the same since last year, and Tucker wasn't missing like that. Like it possibly it could be time. I believe he like 34, 35, something like that.
Yeah, he old.
Even when he do the kickoff, I remember it used to go pretty much in the stands, and now it's like landing either close to the red zone line or. It's not. It just kind of bounces in the end zone. I'm like, he's losing that power. Everything is going left, and I'm like, man, that is not Stroud. That's Tucker. Like he had this job solidified since 2012. It's time to put some pressure on him. You got 11 draft picks. And I believe this year they didn't even bring in competition for a kicker like they usually do.
Nope. Sure didn't.
And they didn't do a lot of
things. They didn't do a lot of things this year.
I don't know about a draft pick on a kicker, but
man, you got 11 picks.
They use the draft pick
round.
But he does need some pressure on him or something because
they used the draft pick on a punter. Remember, they drafted
and
a
he
punter.
was 4th, right? Wasn't he 4th
Yes,
round?
he was a high draft pick.
That was hard special.
yeah, and I don't know what he's doing with that.
Kansas City drafted a punter. He was a pedophile.
Boy.
Their kicker said that women need to go back to the kitchen and stuff. So
shout out to Harrison Buckner, by the way.
No damn shout out to him. Ain't no damn shout out to him. Get out of here.
Ravens, how do you see the AFC North playing out, my brother? Bengals, Browns are done. Is it a 2-team race, or are the Steelers going to run away with it? But their schedule doesn't get any easier.
The way it is right now, that's how I see it landing out. Really, I don't see really no change. I think the Steelers actually is gonna sweep the Ravens because Tomlin owns Harbaugh. He pretty much did. Oh, they're predictable. They're fully analytics and all. I'm like, bro. Even they had, what's that, Patrick Peterson when he was a safety, talking about, yep, he tried to burn the house down. We knew it was coming. Like, he's so predictable. And if are they gonna fix it? Nah. They swept the Cincinnati, thankfully, because of Lamar.
And bad coaching from Cincinnati.
And Cincinnati just can't catch a break. Now, I do want Cincinnati to start winning, though, because I don't want them to get that wide receiver from LSU when T. Higgins leave.
Not another one.
Because that's the way it's looking. If they keep losing, they're going to get a really good wide receiver. And I'm like, bro, we trying to separate that.
Yeah, Jamar Chase put 400 on us. Literally.
We've always had a Bengals wide receiver killing us. What, AJ Green before, now Chase,
Tyler Boyd.
If the playoffs ended today, the Ravens would take on the Steelers. Now, I know last year Byron was like the one team he didn't want to see was Kansas City, and then we all happened to lose in the AFC Championship game. For me, I think that I wouldn't mind the Ravens taking on the Steelers again because I feel like Lamar. This narrative about Lamar can't beat the Chiefs or the Steelers.
You watch too much wrestling, Dre.
I think it has to. It's not too much wrestling. It's not
watch too much wrestling, Dre.
I know about Cody Rhodes with the story, but Lamar has
the story, Dre.
This is the story.
It's real life, Dre.
This is the story. Look, Josh Allen beat Patrick Mahomes, but he's got to beat him in the playoffs. I think it's just certain. I think it's just a little different if we do it in the playoffs, and I think it can be done. We saw yesterday they were close, and in that Chiefs game they were close. They can do it. I think.
The way the year going, it will be Lamar beat Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs, then Lamar loses to Josh Allen. That's how it will turn out.
Yeah,
and Bills Mafia will go crazy because they're just gonna go to the Super Bowl again and lose.
Ouch.
Like they usually do.
Call the dogs, Byron. Call the dogs.
Hey man, I'm just saying.
Wouldn't that be something?
That would oh my gosh.
That would be so Raven. That would be so Raven.
That's the mafia.
That would be so Raven. We would get so hyped that we finally beat the Kansas City Chiefs, but then we got to play the Buffalo Bills in the AFC Championship game, and then they destroy us or they beat up.
And then the Lions beat the Bills in the Super Bowl. Whoa.
Oh my!
That would be like damn.
And wouldn't that be the Lions' first Super Bowl?
That would be the Lions' first Super Bowl. That would even be their first Super Bowl appearance.
Right. And then that would be the Bills' 5th time going to the Super Bowl and losing?
Yes. After losing 4 straight in the 90s.
That's
embarrassing. The Cowboys.
That's tough.
Back to the Cowboys.
Giants,
same team.
Giants, yeah.
The whole NFC East. They lost it. All four lost to the NFC East teams.
Oh, bring back Hendo's comment up, Byron. I seen your video, Hendo. I seen it. You're correct, sir, about Mr. Harbaugh. You're very correct, sir. Very correct.
That he was tight.
That and then some. He needs to go. It's time for him.
You think about the Ravens team talking about they were tight at the castle last week. I don't. What do you mean tight? You've been doing this for 16 years. You shouldn't be nervous.
When Tomlin owns you'll be nervous too. Just like Andy Reid's on him. Remember Andy Reid was his boss and still is his boss.
That's his daddy.
Like, I don't work for you no more.
Like I remember where Harbaugh had some little coaching thing and he invited Tomlin. He ain't inviting Tomlin no more because Tomlin like, man, I own you.
And that's true. It is true.
Like
I mean,
he literally beat the Ravens by just field goals.
Yeah, that's
like what the heck?
And Ravens see he did it with shades on.
well, look. He's a Kappa man, so of course he's gonna be extra smooth with his stuff, man.
He did it with shades on, Dre.
I know, that's what I said.
Omar Epps. He's a movie star. He's a movie and sitcom TV star. That's Omar Epps.
Look, he is a man of Kappa Alpha Psi. He gonna do it with some smoothness, man. Only thing he just did here was a TV star. But now this team, man, I don't know. It's like they're there, but
they're not there.
Something.
They're there, but they're not there.
It's something to be said if you continuously lose in the same way. I don't think you're there. There it is.
Yeah, there we go.
Never seen him in the same place. Never seen him in the same place.
Brothers, they're happy and they're singing and they're colored.
Yeah.
You
said that reminds me of when Tommy had Ludacris and Stephen A. on First Take together.
Yeah.
We gotta see it. We gotta see Tomlin.
He has to invite Omar Epps on the sideline. That's the only way I believe it.
Raven C, how do you feel about all the criticism that Lamar Jackson gets throughout the media? You know, you have your big nose guy on Fox. You have the loudmouth on ESPN, Stephen A.
Big nose guy.
Look, Nick Wright do be making some points, man.
Yeah,
I don't agree with
that. He's making some points. But how do you feel those? How do you feel, Ravens? How do you feel about all the stuff that Lamar gets criticized? And a lot of it's not his fault. But what are your thoughts on that, man?
Nick Wright is 100% hater. He had Caleb Williams above Lamar. Like, Lamar has won 2 MVPs. The only person that literally should be over Lamar that is currently playing is Patrick Mahomes. That is it. Like, everybody else, they're on like tier 3. But
don't even get me started about it yesterday.
The criticism is funny because you got Nick Wright that just should be hating and he just makes up stuff. And like, I don't even look at that show anymore because anytime he talks about Lamar, oh, what about his playoff? Bro, we are just starting off still. It's like, why are you bringing up this man's playoff? Every year is different except when you got a Harbaugh as a coach. And Stephen A., he just flat out just lied. I talked to Lamar people. And when he said that, I was like, bro, you lying. I was like, nobody talks to Lamar people.
Who is Lamar?
Like, Lamar got that on lock. Like Lamar has a black mama. He has a black woman. And she ain't gonna let that happen. Like, come on. But it's all just for clicks. Like, it's gonna all be for clicks because they went from is the Ravens gonna pay Lamar? Then they went to did he deserve that money? And I'm like, bro, the man is an MVP with a sorry coach.
A 2-time MVP.
About to be 3-time.
I'm like, come on, man. Like, who are we kidding? Lamar he had some bad throws. Like Sunday, he had some bad throws. But then again, it's like, who is getting this offensive line to protect Lamar. Like that would be my main goal.
Where's that number one?
My
that we've been waiting for.
Man, you know, you were saying about like everybody else should be tier 3 yesterday, man. That was the suck off game. I mean, it was like it was Patrick Mahomes, it was Josh Allen, and CBS was even at Buffalo. They were in Buffalo, and I'm like, why doesn't Lamar get this same type of energy? It's just like, if it's not like, this is like, they just hyped it up so much. I don't know what's up with the media, man.
I believe because they can't, like, you see Patrick Mahomes, you see his mama and everything, and his girl, and what's the Taylor Swift and all that stuff. You see all of that.
Or the glitz and the glam.
Then Josh Allen, he's trying to be a carbon copy of Cam Newton. And then you look at Lamar, it's like the dude stay quiet. He's very respectful. He's kind of like if we go to like boxing, he's kind of like a Evander Holyfield. He's cold, but he's just real quiet. But it's like really no publicity. You can't really sell tickets like that.
True.
That's the way I think of it. Like everybody, like Darrelle Revis. Before he even like got beat, everybody was like, who is this dude just shutting down people? Then Darrelle Revis said something about Moss, and it just like blew up. Like Richard Sherman, he talked a lot of smack. Like Lamar, he don't do none of that type of stuff.
Yeah, his play does the talking.
Yeah, all he does is put some grills in his mouth and handles his business.
And that's very, very unconventional. These people not used to people with grills and that real southern Florida, the South Florida accent. They don't look like, yo, we not sure. He good at football, but I don't know about selling them. And that's they just don't gravitate to him. I don't know. He got his hairstyle be kind of crazy. They're like, man.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say that.
Well, no,
the
man.
Braids, they still ain't ready for braids.
No,
Lines, they ain't ready for none of that.
No.
My man,
like he gives back to the community every year.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
They
like, no, we don't want that. He's too quiet.
We had a guest on earlier this year. He said that he sold a local product. He said Lamar pulled up on him, brought it from him, met him in a 7-Eleven parking lot by himself. I mean, Lamar's just a regular guy, just happened to get paid. That's it. I remember him coming to Morgan at the Chick-fil-A on campus. Yeah.
Nobody's going to touch him. Like, nobody's going to touch Lamar in Baltimore. Or you're going to have a gang of people, and next thing you know, somebody going to be missing whoever messed with Lamar. Same thing in Florida. and they knew it. Like, I remember seeing, I think this was after he won the MVP. He was like, he was in the street racing somebody or something like that. And I'm like, this dude is in the NFL in the hood at night, just having fun. And I'm like, that shows he knows he's good. Nobody's gonna mess with him. Nobody's gonna come up and try to do anything.
Yeah, he's definitely the man in Maryland, in Baltimore. Definitely the man. But anybody else got any more Ravens questions for Raven C?
I was
going to ask. Go ahead, Kavante.
I was about to say, how long do you think Zach Orr lasts?
This is last year.
Oh, that's a good question.
I was all for Zach Orr. Like,
dang, one and done.
Anytime I see anybody black getting a promotion, I'm rooting hard for you. But if you trash, hey, I'm truthful. You just trash,
dang,
bro.
So you saying one and done? Man.
Hey, because Hobbs gone, he gone.
You think Hobbs really gone?
It should. If Steve Bisciotti said Steve Bisciotti pretty much be talking like he wanna be a champion. This man been here 17 years with one championship?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right. Because with Lamar, they should have more than that.
Like even Andy Reid when he was with the Eagles, they was like, all right, it's time for you to go. He went somewhere else and did better. Right. That possibly Hard need to just go somewhere else, probably go to college like his brother, and get himself together.
Or just retire, period.
Yeah. I think he's the second oldest head coach.
They like coaching too much. He gonna coach again.
I can't see him running a football program though.
I can't either.
Because he don't like dogs.
Well, they're
like dogs.
They're gonna give him another shot because they like he was saying, they keep considering him like a top coach. So he's going to get another coaching opportunity for sure.
Go to the Jaguars.
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah.
Oh God, he ain't gonna win nothing there.
I'm about to say, yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna save him there.
You need a miracle to save that organization.
Say, with that owner, are you sure? He wouldn't last long. He ain't lasted 17 years. I promise you that.
I mean, maybe the Giants. I mean, they ready to look for a new head coach.
Now Dayball will get another job. Dayball will get another job.
To me, the Giants only needed just a quarterback.
Yeah,
which they gonna get Shador next year.
Ooh, you think he's going to New York?
Wow,
that's what I got. Shador and Neighbors.
So does that mean Dion is going with them?
Oh, I think Dion. If Dion would actually go to the NFL, I think he'll actually coach the Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm about to say this gotta be the boys.
Because he live out here, he has pool, and he can possibly get Dak right.
And
it's gonna take a while.
Which is
Jerry
why
would actually listen.
Jerry
would listen to him.
Because Jerry is not having Jerry Poole in Dallas. No, you can't come over here with that.
Right.
Jerry would listen to him though. I think that's one of the few people
Jerry would, because Jerry listens to Michael Irvin.
Yeah, I was gonna say and Troy Aikman.
So he'll listen to his players that won him Super Bowls.
Yeah, that's true. He does.
Mm-hmm.
He'll listen to Shannon as well, even though he hasn't won. Well, yeah, he'll listen to Shannon as well. But yeah, I mean, Shador and New York Giants would be an actually dope spot for him, especially with Neighbors being there, it being a younger team. I would think they will be moving in a better direction after this year, especially after Daniel Jones has been looking like complete garbage for the last
stealing that money
3 to 4 years.
Church's money.
I mean, they got the Paisan, starting, so it is what it is, man. But I don't know.
Who plays in the Super Bowl, Raven C?
Who going to the Super Bowl? The Giants don't do black quarterback.
Yeah, after 11 weeks.
Yeah.
Hey, they need Tyrod Taylor for like a day.
You're right, Hendo. You're right.
I actually have the Eagles going.
Really?
Yeah. I feel like the Lions do this every year. They do good and there you go. They out. Something happened. They were supposed to win last year. Something happened.
Man,
I got the Eagles. I wanted the Ravens and Eagles, but I don't know. I'm just gonna go Ravens and Eagles. I'm just hoping for a miracle.
It can still happen, man. Lamar can finish the story.
Lamar has to go Superman where he's defeated Lex Luger, which is John Harbaugh.
He has to do it just like that. He has to literally do it just like that.
He got to defeat his coach.
He has to.
Plays happen.
So he's got to beat the Steelers, the Chiefs, and his own head coach.
Right.
To me, I gotta look at it again because it looks like every time Lamar gets to the line, he still don't have enough time to do a fully audible. He's just stuck with that play. I've seen him do audible a few times, but yesterday, like that play without Derrick Henry, I would have like, man, y'all better put Derrick Henry in here. Oh,
I'm surprised that didn't. I'm surprised that didn't happen because we've seen Lamar push back on Harbs and say like fourth down, we going for it.
I'm not surprised. Not in that situation. I'm not surprised. It probably didn't even cross his mind.
You had a timeout. Tomlin called a timeout, and you still came out there and just did the same play, but in reverse. That's so creative.
And then I don't know what he was doing. He was supposed to throw. He ran to the weak side instead of the strong side. I was like, this is just I don't know.
And then he had Nelson Aguilar and Isaiah Likely out there blocking for him.
Who didn't even? They were confused about the play too. I'm like,
then you run. You got Lamar running to the side where the most defenders are at. Like that was so.
I didn't understand.
That was so genius.
Going to the strong side. Oh, I just didn't understand that.
What is a Nick Herbig? I never ever heard of this dude before, but he was clutch yesterday. Nick Herbig, TJ Watt.
Hey yo,
he's a stealer. He's a white boy.
Jimmy.
The comments, man.
Wide receiver blocking
right now. We need Lamar to be the Rock and whoop him with that belt like he was doing Cody.
Let's switch to NBA, Ravens. See, we got to ask you about your Celtics because these are a few Lakers fans up here. How'd you become a Celtics fan, and how you feeling about the season so far? We got an undefeated Cavs at 15-0, but they go to your Celtics tomorrow. Can you guys end the streak of the Cavs?
Oh, we're gonna beat the streak of the Cavs.
I'm about to say, yeah, they are. They gonna win.
I got my boy Jaylen Brown going off. That's gonna be a win. That's one of the teams I am worried about, like playoff type, but that's really the only team. New York is trash.
Philadelphia is trash.
Indiana ain't ain't ready.
Philadelphia, and then Embiid is he's really just a disappointment, really.
The whole team is a disappointment.
Like, dude, you cannot be that doggone tall and big and flopping. Like, come on, dog.
And then crying. Literally in tears.
But I got the Celtics going back to back though. Because I have the Mavericks going back.
No.
It's not the Mavericks, I got OKC. I know you said Lakers, but come on, let's be real. It's Lakers. Like,
no, you right. There's nobody really that stands out in the NBA but the Celtics at this point. I mean, the Mavs, they seem to have taken a step back. Timberwolves are taking a step back. The Nuggets,
they don't have the pieces.
We don't know. Lakers remains to be seen.
It's early.
Yeah, I mean, no. We say Christmas. We say they don't play hard till Christmas, but
it is.
I mean,
no, they're playing hard now for that NBA Cup. We the defending champions right now. We the defending NBA Cup champions.
Man, if you don't get out of here with that bull job is what it is.
Hey, man, we got to win some
cup at 7-Eleven.
Hey,
old gay Reddick.
Shut up, D. Shut up.
It's bull job, bro. That's what it is.
Oh boy.
Well, let me ask then. Who do you think is MVP? Who will win MVP then? Your early prediction.
See, I'm gonna sound like a homer if I say Tatum, because what Tatum is doing,
but we say Tatum every year, and he's in the race, but he never gets.
But he's showing a little bit more aggressive now. He's usually like laid back, but he's showing a little bit being more aggressive. And I believe he says he's seen Jaylen Brown win pretty much both MVPs of the playoffs, the Eastern Conference and the main one. He's like, okay, I got to get something.
Tatum was a joker. I think
Tatum about it, they haven't even like really started really playing serious like that because KP is not even out there.
True. But I think Tatum got some fire going into the season, especially what happened to him in the Olympics. You know, being benched and playing the game is like, oh, this is what y'all would think of me. I think he's gonna come out for different fire going into this. Well, he's already have come out for different fire, but I think he's gonna flourish for the rest of the season. So I think he's only gonna get better.
Yeah, his girl just dropped a new R&B album, so he about to go off.
And he got another baby on the way.
Yeah, he shot that club up too. So shout out to
him. He won a championship and he was still busy in off season. So
slide up, boot up. That's what they doing.
Shoot and shoot, baby. Shoot and shoot.
Yes.
Finish him, Daddy.
Goddamn right.
Raven C, it's been a joy, my brother. What are you working on your channel, and how can the people keep up with you yet again?
Right now, I'm trying to get Harbaugh fired. I just got to keep pushing it, never give up. But yeah, y'all can just check me out. I'm gonna do my reactions. If you're unable to see that, I will have it uploaded sometime that week. I can't make no promise because work be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I'm trying to push my gaming channel as well. I'm trying to push that up.
What you playing right now, Raven? See anything worth playing?
What you playing right now?
Well, the Black Ops 6. I'm playing that. I'm playing my NBA 2K. Be snapping on people sometimes. I play a little Fortnite, and I play a couple of RPG games.
Okay.
Real quick,
Raven. None of that. I don't like Madden.
Real quick, Raven. See, you might appreciate this. This is what you want to hear from Harbaugh. Here you might like the old business.
That will actually bring a tear to my eye.
Raven, appreciate it, my brother. We got to do this again, man. Keep up the great work. Appreciate you being on the show. Make sure you guys check out Raven C on YouTube. And Raven C, we're going to have you back on after the season to talk about how this played out and where we go with your boy Harbaugh.
Hopefully it's a Super Bowl ring, though.
Hopefully Harbaugh fired. That's a Super Bowl, too.
Raven C, thank you again, brother. Much love to you and the family. Keep up the great work. We'll be talking real soon. Thanks again, my brother.
Have a good one.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, brother. One more time, give it up for Raven C in the flex zone building. Showing love. Make sure you guys get him the 3K. Check out his channel at Raven C, giving you those reactions and just keeping entertained here with the Ravens and him and his Fire John Harbaugh movement. We'll make sure we get some shirts and get them shipped out for Raven C and everybody so we can push what he is trying to get done. But make sure you check him out. He'll have those reactions for you as well. And he'll be back on the Flag Zone early 2025 as we get into the stretch run of the NFL season. But we got to talk about the fight real quick. We streamed it on Friday.
Do we have to?
I want to start with you. What did you? Yes, we streamed. There was no buffering on our end, even though Netflix was a little goofy. Dre, what do you think about the fight on Friday?
Don't even get me started, man. You could see Netflix wasn't. I think they weren't as prepared as they thought they would be. I mean, over 120 million people viewed the fight. The undercard I thought the undercards were really exceeded expectations. But that Tyson Paul fight, man, that was nothing but a show. It shouldn't have been 8 rounds. It should have been 6 to me. You could see by the 3rd round that Tyson was tired. It seemed as if, right. It seemed like Tyson did.
I flopped too, baby.
It was a payday for Tyson.
That's right.
Tyson should have been able to knock him out within the first 2 rounds, and it didn't happen. And then when that happened, I was like, man, hopefully it's like a draw. But for him to lose, that was just flat out embarrassing. At least he didn't get knocked out. That's the one thing we're happy about. He didn't get knocked out. But then you just saw on full display that it was a show. I mean, Paul afterwards being humbled and talking about how much he loves Mike, and then They brought his brother Logan Paul into the ring, who was nothing more than a WWE superstar, and he up there talking about, "I'll knock your ass out too." I'm like, "Oh, here we go." Like, and then they asked Tyson if he's going to fight again, and Tyson is like, "Well, I'm unsure, and I might come back." Tyson, please, we don't want to see you at this point. You're near 60, brother. Like, it doesn't need to happen no more. Let it go. We don't want to see the Paul brothers. If we do see the Paul brothers, I actually do want to see Jake and Canelo. I want to see him with somebody that's going to be able to take him and knock his ass out. That's to the point where I'm at with the Paul brothers. It was one thing to be entertaining, but now you get to see the payday, and it's the payday really that goddamn much that they sent over there. Tyson going the distance, Floyd Mayweather going the distance. I just don't understand what is it about the Paul brothers that is drawing this money in. I'm not hating on it. I'm just wondering what is it that is drawing this money and how these paydays are happening, because they must be some hell of a paydays, because these guys are going the distance with these folks.
20 million, Jeff. 20 million for Tyson, 40 million for Jake Paul.
But I mean, is it that don't? I don't know, man.
They have a following, bro. That's what it is. It's the following.
I don't understand because Floyd knocked out McGregor faster. So I just don't understand what. But he goes the distance with Logan Paul.
I mean, he carried him to fight and into the fight, and we streamed it live. Me, Gravante, Byron, my brother. Here these thoughts was in the chat. Well, what was in it with us as well. And it was just sad.
Straight from SmackDown to the stream, by the way.
Yeah, literally, we went from SmackDown to right to the fight stream, which it was doing the buffering thing, and we was doing a robot. They was doing the robots, and it was like you gotta go in, then you gotta go out. You gotta go in, you gotta go out. If you know what that is, but we not go. We PG on this show. But anyway, it
was just talking about shoot up the club, and now we PG now.
We PG right now. We PG. You know what I'm saying? But it was just depressing, bro. It really is.
No water, just meat. No bread.
Okay, but
Finish him, Daddy.
yeah, yes, Nitro, yes. But it was depressing for real. It was just depressing to watch. And I know I watched a lot of Mike Tyson's podcast over the years, and he will always talk about how he still has this fire to get back into the ring, and you know, he just still feels like his old self at times, and he just still has those urges. And when he fought, you know, Roy Jones Jr. a couple of years ago, I ain't gonna say he looked great, but he was moving around like really well, and he was hitting very well, and he looked pretty good in that fight. And he said, and he came after the fight, and he said, "You know what? I want to do this again." So I was like, "Okay, cool." You know what I'm saying? This is maybe a couple years ago. They're both older guys. You know what I'm saying? But just him going into the ring this time, and after coming off of a serious illness in the summertime, that which we did not know until earlier today. He said he had a bunch of blood clots, and he lost a lot of blood, and he was in the hospital, and he almost died. It's like, bro, it's like, okay, cool, you came back, great, but now you're in the ring, and then all of a sudden you out there looking like Aaron Rodgers in the pocket. It's like you can't move, you got a knee brace on, and it's like, okay, it's like he's throwing punches and slow, and I'm like, oh man, this brother really cannot move, and he really can't fight right now, and it was just heartbreaking, man. It's like you don't never want to see nothing like that at all. And I'm so glad Jake, like I said, I give props to Jake Paul, you know what I'm saying, for not hurting him or trying to hurt him. He saw what was going on. He adjusted to it. He pretty much carried the fight, and he didn't really hurt Mike at all. So I'm very happy about that. And even praised him at the end. I mean, I understand it might have been rigged or whatever, but still, I'm glad he did not do what he said he was going to do to him. So, plus we seen worse. We seen a lot worse in boxing over the years when people get into the ring and they deny themselves and they just get their heads knocked off.
Nate Robinson. Oh God.
Like Nate Robinson should not have ever been in the ring with Jake Paul. or back in the day with Muhammad Ali and Larry Holmes, and Larry Holmes was crying while he was beating on Muhammad Ali, and then asking them to stop the fight, and they didn't stop it. And just stuff like that. We've seen things like that in boxing. So for Jake Paul to go out there
or people get knocked out the ring.
Yeah, well, that too. But I'm just saying, for Jake Paul to do that, and you know what I'm saying, and praise him after that, I was very happy with that aspect of it. But I don't ever want to see Tyson in the ring again. I just don't want to see it. I mean, I'm glad he got $20 million. I'm glad that he did that. You know what I'm saying? He can, use it to whatever he needs to use it to. But yeah, man, them ring days is over with. It's a wrap.
Go ahead, Cavante.
Huh?
The fight that you was watching with us, the buffering thing.
I didn't think he was being serious. I was like, oh, we really doing this.
Stupid. Just stupid.
Yeah. It ended up being so you know how entertainment. So first, once upon a time, sports was sports and entertainment was entertainment. Now that they're all together, it's just all entertainment now. It was a money grab. It was a show. It's all a show. If you thought there was going to be some type of back and forth, Tyson, Paul, we're hoping. It was a wish and a prayer at best. I guess folks forgot that Tyson was 58, 60, wherever he's high at their age. He really didn't have nothing for Jake Paul. Jake Paul is about half his age. Like, what were we really thinking? And then as it went on, it was like, yeah, Mike probably got the first round, and that was it. Like, maybe the second round was a stretch, and it was pretty much over after that. And watching the downfall, I did not want to see Mike look like that. I could have did without this if Mike was gonna look like that. You know what I'm saying? He looks like how Aaron Rodgers looks playing quarterback. That's what Mike Tyson looked like. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody that's well past his prime that probably need to hang it up and let it go. And I almost went to sleep. And I could have, because I don't think I missed anything. But it is what it is. I'm glad Mike was able to get a payday like this.
Yeah, shout out to the undercard fights. They were definitely way more entertaining, especially the women's fight.
That women's fight, she got robbed.
Serrano.
Because she gets headbutted. I'm like, come on, like, what is going on? They said this is the second time that she had got robbed like that.
Well, let us know down below how you feel about the Mike Tyson fight. Will you be watching any of the upcoming streams? The NFL has Christmas Day games, and we have also Monday Night Raw going to Netflix as well. We did learn today that Beyonce, I know Dre's about to leave, but he did want to talk about Beyonce performing at the halftime of the Ravens and Texans game. Dre?
Yes. I mean, look, she'll be performing in her hometown of Houston, and the Ravens do play. Everybody's all across all media platforms have been talking about the Queen being there, and the game will be on Netflix. Netflix is drawing out some serious money. This Tyson fight, Monday Night Raw coming to Netflix, and now Beyonce performing for Netflix at the halftime show. Netflix got it. They talk about a payday. I'm wondering what the Queen's payday is for this.
So you know what that means? Your Netflix subscription is going to go all the way up.
But I was going to say yesterday's price is not today's price.
Go ahead, Raj. You excited to see Queen B?
No, not really. I'm not really excited to see her. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and put a smile on my face and like, I want to see Beyonce. No, I'm not. But I mean, hey, I hope she has a great concert at halftime. Hopefully, we're not getting our asses kicked.
We're gonna beat the Texans, man. Get out of here.
I'm just saying.
$300 a month.
Yes, it is.
That's wild.
Cavante, you excited to see the Queen Bee?
I'm not that excited. I'm more so hoping that Netflix get this sporting stream right, since they diving into the realm. They finally get with the Joneses. I feel like Netflix is like of all the subscriptions, Netflix is like the onk in the group, and finally just now getting on with the 21st century. And yeah, I'm just hoping they get that right. But if Beyonce gonna be on it, they got to get it right. They will get it right. I'm positive they'll get it right. But okay, is it gonna be? Is it giving like halftime vibes? Is that the
Halftime
vibe
show,
it's gonna
yeah.
be? It's gonna be like a half an hour.
Oh yeah, they gonna be jiggling and wiggling to that country music.
Don't you jiggle and wiggle?
That country music.
Nobody wants to see you jiggle and wiggle.
That Texas Hold'em. Yeah, they gonna be jiggling and wiggling.
Don't you jiggle and wiggle? Yeah, that's wild. But I'm just, like I said, Netflix. It was a little shaky with this boxing thing, but this football, you got to get this right, brother. You got to get this right. All right. So, and Netflix needed this because Netflix was on a decline. Netflix was definitely very much on a decline, but they diving into live streaming sports. That's how you come up. That's how you come up. They must got some young blood up there, and whoever making decisions for Netflix, they must got some young blood up there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, speaking of blood, we'll have Blood Brothers going at it next Monday, which we will be live streaming most likely. Ravens go to the Ravens West. Go to LA and SoFi to face the Chargers. Raj Harbaugh versus Harbaugh. Get ready to hear that all week. What are your quick thoughts, initial thoughts on the game next Monday night? Ravens 7-4, Chargers 7-3, on fire. Justin Herbert and that defense really good.
It's early. We're still, mourning the loss to the Steelers. But by Wednesday, we'll be focused. We'll be ready to go. Faced J.K., Gus Edwards, and a couple other Ravens players that defected to go to the Chargers. And it's probably going to be another knockdown, drag-out fight. It's not going to be easy. I understand we made some, decisions in the backfield with our safeties, and Tre'Davious White might get some more playing time over Brandon Stevens, which is great. But I don't know what to really expect because we really don't know what we're going to see from those Chargers wide receivers. I do expect them to run the football a lot. Greg Roman wants some revenge as well. He knows the Ravens very well. He knows Harbaugh very well. So I'm pretty sure he'll play into a lot of their weaknesses. So it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be another close game. And hopefully we'll come out on top. I'm not sure. But yeah, man, I expect the Chargers to be ready, focused, and not making mistakes like our team does. So we'll see. I ain't going to give no predictions just yet. We got to get to those picks, but I think it's just going to be another close game.
Real quick, Cavante, how you feeling about the Ravens and Chargers? Are we starting to eliminate the verb charging? Because usually that's a game they would have lost yesterday, and they got it done.
Yeah, I think we may have to eliminate it, man. Oh, come on.
Get them cheeks off the screen, man.
Damn, we said it's PG, man.
Yes, get them damn cheeks off the screen, man.
I'm saying,
people don't want to see them cheeks.
Just been lying. Just
58,
saying,
the 58-year-old cheeks.
No bread, no water, just
cheeks.
Finish him, Daddy.
So like I was saying,
I'm about to go rob something. Y'all know me. I'm dangerous.
Oh my goodness.
Since we're talking about boxing, go ahead, Cavante. I'm sorry. Bring a little humor.
What, bro? Yo, I trip it. Oh man. What are we talking about?
We was talking about cheeks for a minute, but
No, man. No. Harbaugh versus Harbaugh. It is Raj said it, man. It's a lot of guys a lot of former Ravens that's gonna want some get back and want some revenge over just wanting revenge, just to be able to get one up on somebody. So it's gonna be very, very interesting. Justin Herbert, for at least that first half, looked crazy. Against the Bengals, looked absolutely crazy. Then they kind of pulled a Doc Rivers and let him come back. But, it is what it is. Getting the W is all that matters. But, my gosh, it's going to be a lot of running the football. A whole lot of running the football. And it's going to be very, very entertaining to see. Greg Roman may even throw some balance in there, something we don't normally see, from him. And pull out he probably got a Ravens playbook just for y'all, just for y'all. So it's going to be interesting to see. I think their D-line is going to give you guys some problems. There is a Bosa on that team, and he still knows how to play football a little bit. And Justin Herbert, I said this before. With Harbaugh being his head coach, his stats are going to go down, but he'll be more efficient. And I think he hit like his first 8 passes. I think he was 8 for 8 last night. So yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting. And this would be a big win for the Chargers. The Chargers have been very quiet this year. This would be a huge win for the Chargers. And the Ravens, listen, at this point, you can't fall too far behind the Steelers.
Yep.
Well, let us talk about the Commanders, Cavante. 2 games in 5 days. Unfortunately, lost both. But it is Cowboys week, and you guys are back at home. Cowboys now 3-7, I believe. Yep, after losing Monday Night Football to the Texans 34-10. Got in this game, right, Cavante?
Yeah, must. This is a must win. Got to get right. Everybody's beating these guys. Everybody's getting to the 30s, and they barely getting 10 or 6. This should be real personal. Jay Daniels, they calling my man a fraud. It's crazy. Calling my man a fraud. He needs to go up in Dallas. Oh no, wait. No, it's in. Wait, where is it at? It's in Landover.
Northwest in Landover.
Yes, in Landover. Their last game of the season is in Dallas, but this is absolutely a get right game. Absolutely have to bounce back. I'm hoping Jay Daniels gets healthy, because I tell you, I don't care what nobody say. He did not look healthy against the Eagles. He did not look good at all. So hopefully he gets healthier. Hopefully Cliff Kingsbury could shake off the second half woes that he's been having pretty much when he's been in charge of things. So hopefully we get back to being our good old dynamic offense that I saw for the first 9 weeks of the year. Hopefully Brian Robinson can be healthy. Hopefully Marshawn Lattimore is healthy. I haven't heard the best news coming out of week to week, but I'm hoping he plays, because we're going to need him for the next time we play the Eagles. And just trying to stay healthy, guys. This is a rough time of the year, and we still haven't had our bye week yet. We got a really late bye week. We're kind of in that midi bye right now, but we have a late. I think our bye week is like week 14 or something like that. So just trying to make it to the bye week, and hopefully we get back on track. The next few games of our schedule is not the hardest. So this is a good time to get back. We just dropped 2. Time to get back into the win column, and let's try to right this ship onto the goal is 10, 11 wins.
Well, let us take a look around the NFL for all of your week 11 Flex Zone football, fun. Starting on Thursday, we saw the Eagles beat the Commanders. Of course, check out the Washington Commanders post-game show with yours truly and the Commander Lord Cravante as we were live after the game. If you want all of our instant reaction analysis and look ahead as well. And we got the scores here. There we go. Bears. Let me get this right. The Bears have not beat the Packers in 5 years, guys. Is that true? Since 2018, a block kick for the second straight week. First time in NFL history that a game has ended on a block kick. We saw with the Chiefs and Broncos last week, and the Bears just can't get right yet again. Cravante.
It's been that long? Sheesh.
Yep.
Well, no, it was Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers that whole time. And yeah, it was Aaron Rodgers that whole time because I don't think Aaron Rodgers did Aaron Rodgers lose to them at all?
Yeah, I think he did earlier in his career, but god damn, they ain't beat him since not 2019.
Yikes. Well, yeah, but when it rains, it pours, and that's what's going on in Chicago, and it's pouring down. Caleb hasn't looked his best. The offensive coordinator was just fired. You can't buy a win at this point, so it's tough sledding for the Bears. Eberflus is definitely he's out of there. He has to be out of there. But at the end of the season, and Ryan Poles has some thinking to do about what he's going to do next. Because he had apparently, well, hopefully he has his franchise guy quarterback, and he has to find a new head coach and pretty much replacing the staff. So yeah, the Bears are definitely in can't get right mode, and the Packers, you got to wipe the sweat off your forehead with that one, because man, what they were definitely staring at defeat. But yeah, my man Jordan Love.
Real quick, Packers and Bears have played 209 times. Green Bay extended their winning streak. They won 11 games in a row, 16 of 17, 5-0 against Matt Eberflus as well. The last time the Bears beat the Packers, it was in 2018 December when the Bears won the NFC North 24-17 victory. So I think that's the Jay Cutler days. Wow.
Jay Cutler was playing in 2018.
That was 2018 with the Bears that they beat the Packers in the North. I don't know, but anyway,
that was Lamar's rookie year.
Was that the year they had Nick Foles? Maybe.
I don't even know. I'm so old. I don't know. But I don't know. I'll be honest. I can't think back that far. Okay, I don't know.
COVID jacked all that up.
But it's just sad that the Chicago Bears are looking even worse than the Ravens are against the Steelers.
How you feel about that, Raj?
It's a damn disgrace, man. Like Eberflus should be gone. I don't know why they kept him. Get rid of his ass. He's not doing anything for your team. He's not helping Caleb Williams. He's hurting Caleb Williams. He's hurting the offense. He's the problem. He sucks. Go get an offensive mind. Stop playing around and get it right, because you have a bunch of talent on the offensive side and your offense stinks. And I know Caleb Williams don't stink because he didn't stink in college. So get it right and do it quickly. That's it.
Real quick, the Lions whooped the hell out of the Jaguars.
No words for the Jaguars.
Doug Peterson is 42-50, only one double-digit winning season for the coach.
He's out of there.
Yeah, he's done.
He's out of there. I'm surprised they ain't pulled the plug on this now, because it is real bad.
They do have a bye. They do have a bye this week, so it could be this week.
Say goodbye. Okay, just say goodbye to him, because that's what they need to do. He can go to AEW. He can go there. You know, he can go work for Tony there, but as far as his Jaguars team, he needs to get up out of there. And the Lions are just
real quick.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Cavante. Real quick.
The Lions are just steamrolling people. I think they beat the Cowboys, something similar to this score. So, yeah, Lions are doing what they're supposed to do, beating up on bad teams, destroying bad teams.
Real quick, Vikings beat the Titans 23-13. Dolphins beat the Raiders 34-19. Here these thoughts. Where you at? Your Rams still alive, 28-22. Real quick, let's stop there with the NFC West. Cardinals 6-4. They were on bye. Rams, 49ers lose to Gene O. Smith, Mike McDonald, and the 49ers. They're 5-5. Seahawks 5-5. Cavante, how is this NFC West going to play out, man?
It looks like it's not going to be the 49ers. That's the wildest thing. Is the 49ers just took an L to the Seahawks. Seahawks won in the last few seconds. They got quite a few divisional losses. So it's looking like we thought this was the 49ers would run away with this division, and they are not. They are struggling very much so. The Cardinals look like they are the top guys right now. But the crazy thing is the 49ers will be probably one of the bottoms, that will be one of the third or fourth place team in this division, which is crazy to think because the 49ers not going to miss the playoffs, right?
They just might. I mean, they've been in the championship game. They've been in Super Bowls like the last 2 to 3 years. I mean, they're a team that's really beat up. They've been to the mountaintop. They just can't get over the mountain. I don't understand why, but it is what it is, man. This might be a down year for them. Like, they can't overcome everything. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
I mean, CMC just coming back was great, but you still got Debo. He's up and down, and George Kittle was hurt. He didn't play yesterday, and Ayuk is out for the season. So it's like, I don't know. They're just up and down. They're 5-5. They are what their record says they are.
Real quick, Bo Nix, 4 touchdowns. Don't look now. He's making a race for that offensive rookie of the year, Cavante, and the Broncos, maybe a playoff team.
I think he picked a perfect game to have a game like this because Jaden Daniels just came off his worst performance. Like, Jaden Daniels looks like a legit rookie in that Eagles matchup, and here he go throwing for 4 touchdowns. It looks like that the honeymoon phase of Bo Nix and Sean Payton is working out pretty well. And Bo Nix is better than what I thought he'd be. He looks better than Caleb, and he looks like he's really pushing for that rookie of the year, and just dominating in fashion. The Broncos are going to make the playoffs at this point.
Look at that schedule, guys. Raiders, Browns, Colts, Chargers, Bengals, Chiefs. They can get 10.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They definitely can get 10. That's a fact.
What you think, Raj? How you feel about the Broncos?
I think they're a good team, man. I thought they were a good team when they played us. We just outsmarted them when we went up 2 touchdowns on them. But I mean, Bo Nix was killing us through the air. He just couldn't get in the end zone. So he's a good player, man. I knew he was going to be a good player when he came to the Broncos over Russ, and he went in that Sean Payton system. But yeah, man, he's the key for that team, and they made the right choice in getting him, and he just makes the team go for real. So shout out to them, man. Shout out to the Broncos.
Cavante, what the hell are the Jets doing? Anthony Richardson comes back and looks like I thought he would be. Drafted him at number 4. Thought they were going to go with Flacco. He's in. He running people over, and the Jets just can't find a way to win. As Raj loves to see it, he's smiling.
The Jets are only being the Jets. That's what they're being. It's surprising that it was Anthony Richardson to beat them this time, but the Jets are absolutely being the Jets once again. Just like I said with the Bears, when it rains, it pours, and it is pouring in. Well, actually, the whole I'm about to say the whole state, but Buffalo's playing all right, but the Jets and Giants, my gosh, it's coming down. It is bad weather, and we didn't even hit the real winter yet, at least here in Maryland.
Raj, I know you love to see it.
They're just pathetic, bro. I mean, I don't have so many words for them, but it is what it is with them. They're a terrible run franchise. They have a terrible owner. I don't even know why people are Jets fans, to be honest with you. I don't get it. Like, they have not done anything since 1968. That was the last time they won the championship. 1968 against the Baltimore Colts. And that was Super Bowl 3. What Super Bowl are we on now, fellas? What is it, Super Bowl 53, 54, or something like that? It's been damn near almost 50 years since they won a Super Bowl. Probably more than that.
Yeah.
And it's disgusting. I don't see why you want to be a Jets fan. It's suffering. I can see you being a Giants fan. I can see you being a Buffalo Bills fan. But to be a Jets fan is suffering. And they continue to do this. They're going to be rebuilding again next year. And it's going to go the same way it always goes. Not very good. The Jets.
Speaking of Buffalo, it was the game of the day, and Dre right on time. He says they were the smooch ball because they were kissing ass all day on CBS. Josh Allen beats the Chiefs again in the regular season. Can't do it in the postseason, but he uses his legs, unlike Lamar, and they win 30-21. Chiefs defense looked a little shaky yesterday, Dre.
Like I said, it was I call it the suck off, because I mean, for them to be in Buffalo, for them to hype this game up, you know, the way that they did, I think Ravens Steelers was actually a better game than Bills and Chiefs. We knew this was bound to happen to the Chiefs eventually. I told y'all my fear was that the Chiefs would be, if they went undefeated, they would lose in the playoffs. But by them having this loss, it's kind of a reset to me, and it'll bring the team together, and they might go on another Super Bowl run. As far as the Bills, yes, it's nice that you did in the regular season, but can you do it in the postseason when it counts? We talk so much about Lamar's playoff record, but they don't talk about Josh Allen. A few people try to bring it up that he's lost to Patrick Mahomes. He's never beaten him in the playoffs, but at least for the regular season, they hyped it up to what it was, and Josh Allen and the boys, they came out and delivered. But it's just funny how sports works, because Patrick Mahomes beats Lamar Jackson beats Josh Allen, and then Josh Allen beats Patrick Mahomes. So everybody's just beating everybody right now. We're still going to all favor the Chiefs as the favorite, but AFC is just a toss-up. And I think in the NFC, you at least see it's down to the Eagles and the Lions. But in the AFC, you could see, like, it's a legit toss-up, because Kansas City, we're favoring them because of how they've been able to close games. Yesterday's game showed, too, that they're barely hanging on each game. Now, that may change when the playoffs come and then they get healthy. But this team was just hanging on by a thread. And the Bills, to me, this was their Super Bowl. So I expected them to come out to play. And yesterday's game with Pittsburgh showed that they're in contention too. I know we were questioning them beating the Giants and the Jets, but they beat the Ravens. And I mean, the Ravens is no team to sneeze at. And what they've been able to do, they also beat the Commanders as well. So the Steelers, I got to put them in the conversation too for AFC contenders. My boy Pat McAfee.
Bills have the 49ers, Lions, Patriots, Jets, and Patriots again. So the Bills could be right there for that number one seed. Yes. Outside of that Lions game, they could win every game. Raj, how you feel?
Byron, also add the Steelers could also get the number one seed as well. It's kind of a stretch, but if Kansas City loses one more game, it'll get a little interesting. especially if the Bills and the Steelers can win out.
Chiefs play in Pittsburgh, I think like week 16 or week 17, so that'll be something to know. Raj, Devontae, on that game?
Say it again, Byron. You was cutting out.
Was the Chiefs? I'm gonna go out and come back.
Oh, okay, by the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs will be all right. I mean, they took one loss. Y'all said they was going to lose 1 or 2 games. Going into this. So they got one. They might lose again. I think they're okay. As long as Patrick Mahomes is on the team, as long as he's healthy, they'll be fine. They can afford to lose a game. It is what it is. I'm not worried about them. The only thing I am worried about is pretty much that offensive line. They have been struggling. They've struggled a lot this season. But the defense is elite, so that kind of balances things out just a little bit. But other than that, I think Pacheco comes back. That's a huge plus. Kareem is playing pretty good football, so they can have a 1-2 punch with them. Xavier Worthy played well yesterday. He looked good. He looked pretty good in some of them catches that I saw. And of course, Travis Kelce is Travis Kelce. It doesn't matter. He's going to do what he does. So, like when it comes to playoff time, they know what to do. They've been there, done that. They've beaten everybody in the division and in the AFC. So they'll be right there. They'll be there. Trust me, they'll be there at the end. They're just like the final boss of the AFC. So
there you go, man. But you told me Lamar. We can't use the wrestling reference when it comes to Lamar, and you over here using the final boss.
I mean, he legit is the final boss, though. Like legitimately, he's the final boss. So we're going to look. If we have to go through him, we have to see him up there in Kansas City, or anybody else is going to have to go see him in Kansas City. Because I doubt they lose. They might lose one more game, but after that, they're not going to lose again.
I don't expect the Tribal Chiefs to lose anymore either. Like I said, I think that this was just one of those that was just kind of bound to happen, a reset game. And I don't think people are as pressed for the undefeated record. I think they've seen the strain of it. You've seen it with the NFL, with the Patriots back in 2007. You see the strain of it in the NBA with the Golden State Warriors. That's a lot when you are breaking the record and you're trying to make it to the championship. And it always happens like in the championship game is when they have like they can't get that final that they've been doing during the regular season. And I think for them, they're more focused on three-peating, like Patrick Mahomes said, as opposed to the undefeated record on top of it.
Yep.
Man, the Bills. This is a game. I felt this one, and y'all know I don't go against Patrick Mahomes too often, but I felt like this was the game that they would drop. I never thought that they would go undefeated. I didn't think they care to go undefeated. If anything, Dre, you're right. This losing is a great reset because now they could get that off their minds and reset themselves for the final stretch. Like they might lose one more. I said 15 games is about where they will be. Is it enough for the first seed? We'll see how Buffalo does. Because since now they lost to Buffalo, Buffalo has the tiebreaker. So in the event of a tie, Buffalo get the #1 seed. So we'll see how. Because I think Kansas City still got them by a game or half a game or something like that. So
by one game,
right? So Kansas City's still in the driver's seat. But they haven't been playing well. They're going through some injuries. They're really going through some adversity. Like this is us really watching the Chiefs. This one and their last Super Bowl run was them really going through adversity. Like Patrick Mahomes not having, any top tier wide receivers when they beat the Eagles. And now he got injuries to his offensive line, injuries at Isaiah Pacheco.
Rice.
Right. It's a lot going on offensively. Now the difference is Patrick Mahomes carried the defense back in his early Super Bowls, and now the defense is pulling their own weight now. So the dynamics have changed a little bit, but I think similar to the Warriors, when the playoffs start, you know what you're gonna get from the Chiefs. And you're gonna get some discipline, you're gonna get execution, and you're gonna get good situational quarterbacking and good situational head coaching. Which at the end of the day, it's Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. If it's close to the end, I'm going with them too.
Game ball, not so game ball, Raj. I'll let you kick it off.
Okay. Well, gotta give my game ball to Jared Goff, man. I understand that he played the Jaguars, but goddamn, 400 yards and 4 touchdowns, bro. That's a lot, man. That's a lot. He bounced back from that horrendous game that he had the past week. So shout out to him. You know, shout out to the Lions doing what they're supposed to do against terrible teams. You're supposed to destroy them. You're supposed to put your foot in their ass. And that's exactly what they did from head to toe. They put their foot all the way in their asses. And that's exactly what you're supposed to do. So shout out to the Lions and the knee biter as the head coach. They putting foot steps. So that's my game ball, Jared Goff. The Lions. I'll let you get it out, bro. Get it out. The dog. Yep, the dog. Any more?
Make that, Tony.
Oh, okay. All right. My not so game ball has to go to the Baltimore Ravens as a collective. Man, they stunk the joint out yesterday. I mean, they knew what they was getting into. They knew what to expect with Pittsburgh. They had since Thursday last week to figure it out and get people rested, get people healthy, get people focused. And what did they do? They fumble the football. They get stupid penalties. They miss throws. They coaching is horrendous. Mike Tomlin has his nice little glasses on. He's smiling on the sidelines. It was just a shit show, man. It really was. And they get my not so game ball because as a staff, organization, and the collective, they stunk the entire joint out. And they were embarrassing. And I felt really embarrassed to be a Ravens fan yesterday watching that nonsense. So they get my not so game ball for that horrendous effort. Hopefully next Monday they look great. I hope they do, but we'll see.
Hey, Dre, did you hear Raj sound like Tupac? He's saying like as a staff record label, as a crew. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dre. Go ahead, Jersey Dre.
Man, let me give my what's the saying? He says start low, end high. So
start low, end low.
I'm gonna give my not so game ball. Then keeping in the same energy, Raj. The Jags. This team is just awful. 6-52. You let them dudes put 50 on you. I know the Lions are good, but god damn, that was embarrassing. I mean, at one point when I saw it was in the 30s, I was like, okay, and then I saw in the 40s, and then I was like, you know what? Go ahead, go 60. I mean, I'm sorry, go 50, and they did. That's just flat out embarrassing. At some point, you could just see Doug Peterson. He's going to get fired. There's going to be question marks about Trevor Lawrence, as they should be. And this whole team, I mean, we expected a lot better for them. And in the past 2 seasons, they have been, since that Chargers lost in the playoffs, they have not been the same team. And they are just, they need a reset. I don't know what in the world is going on, but this is just an organization that just can't get it right. So I'm going to give them my not so game ball. I'm going to give my game ball to the Seattle Seahawks. Do you guys realize that Geno Smith has 6 fourth quarter comebacks since 2013? That's the most in the NFL.
Not Gene Malenko, the name for 1,000 turnovers.
Gene Malenko, and that's his first time beating the 49ers. So They the Seattle Seahawks. They're not going to win, but at least they pulled up a little something. And I know Cavante ain't even gonna put them here, so I'm gonna give an honorable mention to the Denver Broncos. I haven't given them much praise, but look, this is one of the reasons we do the show. You know, as our good friend Mikkel would say, will try to make fun of me for saying the dead clock is right twice a day. But I told you, Cavante, that Bo Nix, he was going to make some type of noise, and I'm at least happy to see that they were able to ball out yesterday. So, an honorable mention to the Denver Broncos as well.
Nobody asked you to do an honorable mention because you took mine. You're talking too
You
much.
were going to actually give Bo Nix some love.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
So now I have to change, but my game ball and not so game ball were from the same game. Because we saw Michael Penix sighting, and we probably going to see another one because the Falcons are falconing. Byron, they are falconing really, really bad. Kirk Cousins looked terrible. And at this point, why not? He's the only rookie quarterback only rookie taken in the first round that hasn't that pretty much hasn't seen the field. Well, JJ McCarthy, but you know, of the ones eligible to play. But Dre, I mean, you're right. Bo Nix is on one right now, man. And that brother is having his way right now with the Broncos, and Sean Payton is really, really helping. But I'm gonna go in another direction, and believe it or not, I said this brother needed to be benched. He needed some time off, and he came back, and his brother Anthony Richardson played a hell of Anthony Richardson played a hell of a game. And you know, that final drive, him getting into the end zone, running over somebody on his way to the end zone. I think that time off, he needed that. He needed a reset and get things right. He looks like he's more settled. He's not putting the ball in harm's way. He didn't have any picks, touchdown, 20 of 30, 272 yards. It's a pretty damn good game. Pretty good game. And he beat Aaron Rodgers in the midst of all that. So something to tell the kids.
Let us know your game ball, not so game ball. Dre, you got the picks for week 12?
All right. So the standings from last week, Unc and Cravante were tied at 10-3. Me and you, Byron, were tied at 8-5. The overall standings, Cravante is first at 111.54. Unc is right behind him, 109.56. Byron, you're 107.58, and I'm fourth place at 104.61. Took too many gambles last week.
I should have taken Steelers. I don't know why I didn't.
Steelers Browns Thursday night.
Steelers.
1, 2, 3.
Steelers.
Yes.
Yeah, no argument there. Vikings Bears from Chicago.
Minnesota.
I'm gonna say Chicago. I think that the young boy he gonna get one. He gotta get one.
Nah, he's not. I'm
It's a must win for Chicago. I'm gonna go Chicago too, Dre. They gotta win. I think Minnesota's not as good as their record.
Okay.
I'm going Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
Detroit at Indy, another indoor game for the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
Detroit Lion ball.
You can give me the Detroit Lions. Patriots at Dolphins. I think we're all going Dolphins, even though Drake looks pretty good, Cavante.
Yeah, I'm going with it. I'm going with the Dolphins as well.
Yeah, I'll go to the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Buccaneers at Giants. Tommy DeVito, the new starter, but I'm going with Baker and the Bucs.
No, I'm about to say gotta go with Baker.
Yeah, I'm going with Tampa.
Yeah, he got benched early this morning. That was like one of the first stories. Yeah.
Yeah, a benching.
Yeah,
I missed
Tommy
that.
DeVito.
I missed that. So I mean, I wasn't picking the Giants anyway, but okay.
No.
Tampa Bay.
The Giants
we'll
wouldn't
keep
even
going
pick
down
the Giants right now.
Commanders and Cowboys. I mean, I think we all do Commanders there, Cavante.
Yeah.
We'll preview it this week, though.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Go Commanders.
Another get right game. Chiefs get the Carolina Panthers. Come on now.
Ooh.
There's an ass whooping coming.
Yeah, I'm about to say the ass whooping is coming. How many they gonna put on them? 40?
Yeah, they can put about 40 on them. 40
It's
on
an
them.
11-point spread. So
Yeah,
Texans
they
host
need to
the Titans.
Widen that.
Texans and the Titans. I mean, come on. Texans and the Titans. Come on.
Jackson.
Yeah, everybody's picking the
Broncos and the Raiders. Come on.
Yeah, okay, everybody knows.
Broncos.
San Francisco at Green Bay. Good game.
Ooh, that's a tough one. I'm gonna roll with Green Bay. I'm rolling with Green Bay.
Green Bay too. Green Bay
It's a
finally
must
get
win
over.
for the 49ers. If the 49ers lose this, I don't think they made the playoffs. I think it's a must win. Jordan Love is not playing great. He's playing okay, not great.
So Byron, you're picking the 49ers?
I am. They have to win.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. Since you just said what you said, I'm making a prediction. 49ers gonna miss the playoffs.
If they lose this game, Trey, I agree with you.
That's not a prediction. That might
Arizona.
That might be. Oh, what's it? May not be a prediction. It may be.
That might be a spoiler. There you go. A spoiler.
Got a big game in the NFC West. Cardinals go to Seattle on the road off a bye.
I'm going with Kyler.
I'm about to say I'm gonna go with Arizona, man.
Or Arizona.
Same.
Everybody Arizona.
Nope, too many people buying the hype. Seahawks gonna win. Arizona's going wet the bed. They're going wet the bed, and Jay Malenko going to win. Watch, and they're going to be tied for first, and the NFC West is going to be more crazy. And then the 49ers going to win, and it's going to be bedlam come Monday. Watch, just watch. Eagles go to face the Rams. Here these thoughts. Where you at, brother? I'm going with the Eagles.
The Rams are going to lose.
Agreed.
Yeah, I think Philly's gonna beat them too. Sadly, I agree.
Shout out to you, Tyler. Thank you.
Indeed.
Yeah, appreciate you, Tyler. Definitely.
Eagles
in this game more than likely.
Say it again, Byron. What'd you say? I think he's going in and out again, fellas. And we have one more game to go as well.
The last game.
The last game.
Ravens, right?
Ravens Chargers.
Ooh. I'm going with the Chargers, yo.
Oh.
Damn.
It's tough.
Fuck it, I'm going with the Ravens.
You know what, Unc? I'm with you. I think
I don't trust them.
Now, if this
only reason I'm going with the Ravens is one reason and one reason only, is because Lamar Jackson shows up on Monday Night Football. That's the only reason.
I think that I really think that first of all, the Ravens they do well against a bunch of other teams. It's just for some reason it's just like, we already named their kryptonite, and then they might lose a divisional game for them. But I take into account the Chargers are about a year or two away from being a huge threat in the AFC. I think the Ravens are definitely one of the Super Bowl contenders, and them losing back-to-back, I think that's a rarity to happen, especially also with John. He doesn't want to lose to his brother. So I think he's going to be hyped up for this game. I think the Ravens got this.
Well, Cravante, I've been wanting to say this for a while. Are you ready to get goofy, my good brother? Are you ready to get goofy?
I am.
Just in time.
Just in time.
Because we about to do.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on today, but let's get goofy of the week.
Of course. Something wrong here.
Well, now that's goofy. Stupid. Just stupid. Jam. Oh, jam. Man. What's up, good people? Welcome to Goofies of the Week, sponsored by the Flex Zone. Appreciate you guys for giving me a little bit of time to let me tell the good people what I thought was goofy this week. Byron, I'm gonna keep my word. We talked last Thursday. I already told you what my goofy of the week was gonna be, and this is the first time where I saw a goofy on Thursday and I stuck to it. I only got no other ones. You know what I'm saying? There are others. You know, we got the Bears, we got the Jaguars, you know, coaches, both teams, head coaches that need to go.
You got the Ravens?
Nah, not yet. Not yet. But, well, before I get into that, y'all know I deal with all levels of goofiness. We deal with all levels of goofiness. We talk about it, chop it up about it, dissect it, analyze it, try to figure out how, why, how is this so goofy? How can we prevent it from being more goofy in the future? And yeah, we just go from there. High, low, medium. We deal with all levels. But man, I was so disappointed in the coaching for my Commanders in the Thursday night matchup against the Eagles. But there was one particular play. The Eagles were up 12-10. And the Commanders had the ball on the Eagles side of the field. 3rd and 2. I think they ran the ball, got stuffed. No gain. I'm sure Jalen Carter had something to do with that. And it was 4th and 2. And again, the score is 12-10. Eagles are up. So naturally, I'm thinking, you know, Commanders kick the field goal. Go up 13-12. Whatever happens, happens. No. Dan Quinn decides to go for it on 4th down. Why? I do not know. There was nothing that you seen throughout the game that let you know, or that had you lean in that like the offense was going to pick this up. Because we ain't be able to pick nothing up the whole game on 3rd down or 4th down. Now, in totality, I think we were like damn near 100% on 4th downs. But what the hell? Why would you go for it on 4th down? Jaden Daniels fumbles the snap, tries to run. He doesn't look healthy, and then you make him susceptible to another hit. Just all types of whammies. Look, just got in the backfield easy. Offensive line couldn't do nothing, and he wasn't even close. What was that? What was that? A very, very goofy play call. I don't know what it is about Dan Quinn and Cliff Kingsbury when it's towards the end of games. That's been questionable. Trust me, we've seen multiple occasions where Cliff Kingsbury or Dan Quinn has been in situations and it's like, what is going on? That's concerning moving forward. But Thursday night, loss, take this mini bye. Dallas week coming up. We're going to have short memory because the culture has changed, Byron. The culture has changed, and we're more positive. Ain't nobody's pointing a finger. You know what I'm saying? It's a brotherhood. We fight for one another. We live and die. You know what I'm saying? Together with whatever happens. This is a culture change. So this is a good thing. If they are pointing fingers, it's not in the media, which is something I love because this Washington team is always in the media for something negative. So I'm thinking the culture is going to get us through this. Again, Dallas week is coming up. Hopefully everybody makes better decisions and Jane Daniels is healthy. and hopefully Marshawn Lattimore plays. But I'm very disappointed in Dan Quinn. Now, one thing I will say, he stood on it. He definitely stood on it. Don't know why he chose to die on that hill, but very, very, very goofy. Like, very goofy. Like, I was thoroughly scratching my head when it happened during the post game. I did not see or understand why. There was nothing. Jane Daniels couldn't even run the ball, throw the ball, couldn't do anything. So why in that situation would you think, oh, we're going to catch the Eagles off guard when they've been killing my offensive line all day? I was thoroughly disappointed. Don't outcoach yourself, man. Don't do that. Do not do that. Y'all know my line. There's a thin line between goofy and great. And Dan Quinn, brother, you on this side all by yourself. Definitely on the wrong end. Got to do better.
Of course. Something wrong here.
Stupid. Just stupid.
Why, bro? Why?
Well, now that's goofy. Jam.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jam.
You're on mute.
Thank you for that goofy of the week, Cravante Bay. And that is pretty much all we have tonight. Before we go any further, once again, want to give love and appreciation and gratitude to our guest of the evening, the one and only Raven C. Make sure you guys check out his channel, show him some love, subscribe. He's almost at 3K subscribers. I think he's almost there. So make sure you guys show some love to Raven C on YouTube. And give him some love. Check out his channel and make sure you look out for the clipped interview to drop tomorrow in your sub boxes, along with other clips from the show tonight. Drizzy Dre, I believe that is all we have for tonight. What can the people look forward to for episode 467?
Hey, that we're gearing up. It'll be Thanksgiving time, so we'll be talking some football, both college and professional, as well as again, AEW has a pay-per-view this weekend, so we may recap that a little bit, and then WWE Survivor Series, a big pay-per-view coming up, War Games. The men's side, we're excited for the women, but and that's not sexist, y'all. We just, if you watch wrestling, you'll understand why we kind of about the two board game matches. But looking forward to another episode to recap all that's going on.
Yes, next Monday, kicking off your Thanksgiving week in the season of thanks with the podcast that you're most thankful for, the Flex Zone Podcast. Only place giving you sports how you want and you need it. Cravante, a lot of Commander stuff on the channel people may not know about. Let them know what we do each week.
Hey, man, me and my guy Byron been diving into these previews of Commanders games, giving a little extra coverage, and we're giving live reactions immediately after the game is over for our post game, where you will get my live reaction to the goofiness that we see that we've seen in that Commanders game. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. It's all fun, and I'm liking what we're doing, Byron. I'm really liking it. Giving the channel some extra content, covering the Commanders a little bit more. So this is cool. This is really cool. And we're probably gonna give it tomorrow. We gonna have it tomorrow, or Thursday.
Tomorrow, Wednesday, or Thursday. We'll say either Wednesday or Thursday.
Okay.
Live. Yeah, maybe Thursday to see how these injuries play out. We'll play it by ear.
Thursday sounds good.
Okay. We'll be live with a Washington Commanders preview with the Dallas Cowboys. Big Raj. As always, we did the Baltimore Ravens post-game show last week, and a lot of content on the channel and more coming this week.
Yes, sir. Plenty of stuff coming this week. We got a pay-per-view to do, AEW Dynamite. We might do a live stream for the Ravens and Chargers game. So stay tuned for that. Instead of doing the show, we might just do a live stream because I'm going to be out and about. So I don't know if I'm going to be home. You know what I'm saying? But we shall see what's going on. But yeah, man, we just got plenty of content, plenty of things that's coming. Maryland football, Orioles content is back on the channel again. That good old off season. A lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff going through the channel. A lot of changes. A lot of people coming through. You know, Raven C, appreciate you. Endo coming through as well. Of course, we had Engraven. You know what I'm saying? We have, you know, just plenty of people. A-Stars, plenty of people coming through, and you know, helping us out, bro. So we definitely appreciate everyone that has came through the channel over the years. We're gonna keep building, man. We're just gonna keep building. This is what we do. So stay tuned, hit that like and subscribe button. Let us know what you think in the comment section, and continue to keep following Flex Zone Podcast.
Yes, we got a lot of content on the channel live tonight. It'll be something probably tomorrow for Maryland basketball, Maryland football. We got an Orioles video that dropped earlier today. We got AEW on Wednesday. Live Commanders preview with Cavante probably around Thursday. We have SmackDown. I won't be here, but we will be here. One way or the other, someone will be here live for SmackDown on Friday. Big show, Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens announced. So we'll be back for that. And Saturday, AEW full gear. We'll see what happens there. And Sunday, a live Cowboys post game immediately after the game is over. And then Monday, we'll be live streaming the Ravens and Los Angeles Chargers, mixed in with elements of the Flex Zone, goofies, picks, game ball, not so game ball, and all the fun stuff that comes with that as well. Show is executive produced by the man right here, Andre Melton. The senior producer is Cavante Hurd. Make sure you guys acknowledge him as well and check out our Commanders content. Big Rod on social media. Yours truly, the associate producer. Once again, big shout out to Raven C. If you're in the chat right now, before you leave, please hit that like button. It costs you nothing. In a world where everything is going up in price, it costs you nothing. Again, thank you, Miss Sharon, for the super chat. Thank you for all the likes and subscriptions. Vote on the poll, hit the like button, hit the bell. Hit the bell because we're going to be live. So all the content and channel exclusives coming your way. But Dre, Cavante, and Big Rod, once again, big shout out to Raven C and everybody watching. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be live next week, Ravens, Chargers, and throughout the week. Only place, fellas, give me sports. How you want it?
When you need it.
Twitter, Instagram, the Flex Zone 1, Facebook, Flex Zone 1, Flex Zone Podcast on TikTok. Super chat is the Flex Zone 1 and the Flex Zone 1 at gmail.com. So you want thumbs up, acknowledge the head of the sports podcast table. We'll put it in the bit. We'll see you with more each and every day this week as we close out 2024 in the best way possible and start your next Monday with your Thanksgiving week with Ravens football as well. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for watching. Happy Tuesday. We'll see you more content on the channel. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.
Happy Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday.
Finger licking good special. That's what I'm talking about.
Those haters can't stand us. Left hand.